Welcome to the Russian Ghetto again. For the past 12 years, law enforcement has been trying to track down Russia's most wanted serial killer, Valery Andreev. The media calls him the most dangerous maniac, a long haul truck driver from the city of Orsk. Andreev is believed to have operated between 2006 and 2012 along highways, roadside stops, and intersections. According to investigators, he would first sexually assault his victims, then kill them, hiding their bodies in nearby forests. The known victims were girls and women aged between 17 and 40. Andreev has been officially charged in absentia with 8 murders, but investigators suspect the real number of victims could be as high as 100. In 2012, Andreev was placed on the federal wanted list. 7 years later, his name was added to the international list, and yet to this day, the serial killer remains at large. Where could Russia's most wanted maniac be hiding? In which cities has he reportedly been seen? And why did the investigators let him go after initially detaining him back in 2012? It all started in 2006 when young women began disappearing in large numbers across the Orenburg region. Many of those listed as missing had been hitchhiking along a common route frequently used by Valery Andreev, who transported cargo across Orenburg, Samara, and Chelyabinsk regions, as well as the Republic of Bashkortostan. The stories were chillingly similar. A young woman waiting for a ride at a roadside stop, or hitching a lift from the shoulder of the road, then vanishing without a trace. The first victim to be found was Elia Moldabekova. In December 2009, she was returning home from school in a neighboring village. With no regular transport between settlements, she had to rely on a passing vehicle. She was never seen alive again. Her body was discovered 6 months later in a reservoir near the village of Kamenozernaya. Forensic experts confirmed she had been raped before being murdered. After this case, investigators began finding the remains of other missing girls, leading them to conclude that the same individual was responsible for all of the killings. At the time, however, they had no leads. That changed in 2012 when another girl, Oля Zhuravleva, went missing. On a late summer evening, she was on her way to visit a friend, but missed the bus. I'll catch a ride and be there soon. Don't worry. I'll be there in 20 minutes, she said during a phone call. Shortly after, her phone went dead. Her family immediately contacted the police. Locals told investigators they had seen the girl getting into a white Sangyang SUV at the roadside stop. In the entire region, there were only two registered vehicles of that model. One of them belonged to 55-year-old long-haul trucker Valery Andreev. Investigators discovered that Valery Andreev was living in Orsk with his family and raising 2 children. Neighbors and acquaintances described him as decent and kind man. For nearly 15 years, he worked as a truck driver, receiving only a few minor traffic fines during that time. He had no criminal record and had never come to the attention of police. However, phone records showed that Andreev's mobile phone had been located in the same area as the missing girl Ola's phone on the night of her disappearance. Based on this, police detained him. During questioning, Valery denied everything, and because investigators lacked additional evidence at the time, he was released. Only several days later did authorities decide to conduct a second search. In Andreev's vehicle, they discovered washed out blood stains and a blanket. In his garage, they found bloodied hammers, knives, and fishing line, but by then it was too late. On July 6, 2012, the suspect disappeared. Wallace's remains were found in September 2013 in a forest belt along the Orsk-Chelyabinsk highway near the settlement of Janatalab. Forensic tests confirmed the presence of genetic traces belonging to both the vehicle's owner and the girl. Further examination revealed that the perpetrator had committed at least 7 similar crimes. The pattern was the same. Andrei would first rape his victims, then kill them, and hide their bodies in wooded areas along routes between Orenburg and Chelyabinsk, Samara and Orenburg, and Orsk, and then other settlements. In 2012, Valery Andreev was officially charged in absentia with 8 murders and placed on the federal wanted list. It was then that the media dubbed him the Orks Maniac. However, the investigators noted that the real number of victims could be significantly higher. Some estimates suggest he might have murdered up to 100 women. In 2019, Andreev was placed on the international wanted list. He became one of the Interpol's most wanted serial killers. The search bulletin for Valery Andreev is regularly updated. Investigators warn that over the years his appearance may have changed. He could have gained or lost weight, dyed his hair, grown a beard, or a mustache. There have been unconfirmed reports of Andreev being spotted in various regions of Russia, in Cuba, and even in parts of Europe, but none of these sightings have been verified. Valery Andreev has Slavic features and is approximately 173 centimeters tall. He is currently 66 or 67 years old. He has thick hair and eyebrows, gray-blue eyes, and yellow metal crowns on his teeth. He also had a vertical scar on his abdomen. Please help us find him. This man killed innocent women, and that cannot be allowed to go unpunished. Thank you for joining us today. Please comment and subscribe.